Rangers, same position train. There's currently a doctor on duty with a level train. What is today? That was 7 days ago. I don't want to check on you. Most folk thinking we only do my homesteads building the camps, but we do camp. We heard about what happened last week. But no many of you are eager to see you back to keep training. Hope you'll join us again. If you need anything in the meantime, I'm Telegram away. Buzz QG293. QG293. Let me make sure that was Buzz. Let's see. Oh, wrong Telegram. Oh, same. Hold on. Buxton. Alright. Buxton. QG293. QG293. QG393. 293. QG293. QG2. Let me make sure. Oh, I spelled Warden wrong. Hold on. I'm just going to delete that and then. I'll add it again. And while I'm doing that, let me make sure I got it correct. Let's see. QG293. Game Warden Buxton. Let me make sure that's how you spell his name. Yeah. Howdy, partner. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, partner. Thanks for checking on me. Yeah, I had a bit of a rough day, but I'm taking it as a learning experience. I will be on duty today, and maybe I will see you around. Strawberry. Adios. partner. Thanks for checking in on me. I had a bit of a rough day, but I'm taking it as a learning experience. I'll be on duty today, and maybe I'll see you around Strawberry. Adios, partner. The game's lagging. It's got the lag. Need to telegram medics. First one, telegram ranger. The rangers. Alright, let's see. I'm currently in Strawberry and will be reporting for duty shortly. If no one is around, I'll be doing a short patrol to Blackwater. Sorry, I'm just now getting back to you. I have been out of the crossing. I will be available today for training if any medics are available. You can reach me at OK041. I will telegram you anytime I'm in the crossing, and hopefully we can get the training done soon. Thank you. Okay. Alright, time to get to work.
So the final bit of paperwork. Hello, Tony. How are you? Just give me one moment. I'll be right with you. Okay.
All right, take your time.
So the final bit of paperwork I was going to show you is a file called Ranger Master Information. So this is a giant file full of really, really useful stuff. Really, really useful stuff. Now, obviously, it all goes without saying that everything in the clipboard has to stay within the clipboard. We can't tell recruits what's in here. We can't tell anybody who's not a ranger what's in here. Right? This is a private file, and it also should. It also no, it shouldn't go without saying because you might not know otherwise anyway. But with your clipboard, don't no it around with you. Don't just use it in the middle of nowhere. The clipboards are only to be used at ranger towers.
Okay.
So no standing in a town using it or anything like that. They're only really to be used pretty much around here or at any other tower, and that's it.
Okay.
Because someone might try and extort you for information that's on clipboards, because it does happen, I'm afraid. Not too much to us, but it can happen. But yeah, so there's a file in the Ranger Master Information called Read First. Give it a read. It's really quite useful. As silly as it sounds, it's got a lot of important stuff in there. But also, just when you get a chance, just what I'd recommend doing one day, right, is when you're free, is just wake up, stand at the back of a lodge, or go to just a quiet tower somewhere like Amberino or Emerald or Coulter or somewhere, right, and just read through a bunch of stuff on the clipboard and just get yourself familiar with the clipboard.
Oh yeah, it's definitely my place.
Yeah. So just stand around for like an hour and just read a bunch of documents. Just figure out where things are. Just go exploring. Just have a delve round as such, and just figure it all out. Because it's the best way that you are going to learn.
And all times that is listed on the clipboard, that's going to be the New York stars, right?
Yes.
Okay.
How you been, Pugsley?
I've been alright. Yourself?
Yeah, been all right.
Good.
So we got us a new ranger in the green.
We do.
I don't believe we've met. Name's Tony. Nice to meet you.
I'm Jeremiah Smoke. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
Was it?
Well, good luck learning all the paperwork.
I think so.
Yeah. That's the next big step. You'll be there soon enough.
Hopefully.
Filter 8, as it were. But I have no idea what that stuff is.
I'll be over here if you need me.
Okay.
All right.
Right, and okay, so she's wearing a purple shirt, bearskin for her hat, and white unsaddled horse.
Yeah, with a
She had a bow on the back.
across it. She was carrying a bow as well.
Yeah, the bearskin was black on her head as well. I remember that. It was a black bearskin.
Thought it was white.
Actually, that lady that was over here, I'm pretty sure that was Mishka. That's her name. I'm almost certain, but it's still a guess at the end of the day. But I think we saved her on a search and rescue the other day.
Yeah. If it is Mishka, then yeah, we did save her on a search and rescue not too long back up in the snow. So.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Right, so I'll go get this written up for you, and I will get a doctor to come and look at this tonic, because I'll be honest, I don't want anyone touching it until we know what it is.
No, absolutely agreed.
That's why we got you.
Right, thank you very much, you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Yeah, there's a few different things in here that you're gonna probably get asked about by somebody at some point. You'll get asked for assigned region, ranger path.
Hey, you got your greens. Congratulations, partner.
Yeah, that I did.
Blah 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 blah. You just
Yeah,
get asked
that's
a ton of
good.
Stuff, basically, but we'll just take it one step at a time and just keep it
Interesting
simple.
couple of days so far.
Yeah, you just.
Well, I'm sure it's a lot to take in.
Why whilst you got some time now, just take a read through it. And, you know,
Yeah.
we can always go from there.
Meet
And
some
if you've got
strange
any
folks
questions,
out
feel
there
free to ask anyone.
in the
'cause
wild.
we're all here
Well,
now.
I bet.
I appreciate that.
Do you have, actually, whilst I'm thinking about it, do you have a copy of the border map now?
I should. I think.
Yeah, I've been out of the
I gotta
crossing
get
for
it
about a
out of
week
the
now. I
drawer or
figured I should
something.
All right. Well, I tell you
stop
what. Let
by.
me grab you a couple of things, and I'll hand them over to you to make things a little bit easier.
All right.
And I should probably think about, I don't know. Hell, I've never trained anyone in doing anything.
Once you get comfortable, you can send any pointers you want my way.
All right. I got a question for you.
Go right ahead.
Can you tell me the strengths and weaknesses of the 3 prominent predators that we have to face in the crossing?
I guess I'll start with the bear. The strengths are obviously its strength and ferocity. I would say a weakness of the bear is maybe it's not the most aware of its environment. You can shoot a bear from about 30 feet away, 30 or 40, well, 30, about, I'd say, yeah, about 40 feet away, and wouldn't even notice it until you started shooting. Let's see. The cougar, again, well, I would say speed and ferocity for the cougar. And it's a weakness of the cougar. That's a tough one.
So,
Maybe a weakness of the cougar would be that it's loud. So like it's easy for us to hear the cougar. And then last but certainly not least, my arch nemesis, the wolf.
so
I would say the wolves' strengths are that they run in a pack, and a ferocity again is a strength of the wolf. As far as the weakness of the wolf, if they're not in a pack, they're not as strong. So if you find a lone wolf, it would be easier to kill than if it was a wolf in a pack. That's what I would say as far as strength and weaknesses.
Yeah, that sums it up pretty good. I would say that the main weakness of the cougar, well, you pointed out, is once you hear it, and it's giving itself away. And that's where the panther has its edge. But it also it's not as tough as a bear. Its strength is in its speed, so it's hard to hit. But once you hit it, you can bring it down with one shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was that for my first ever question in summing up the capabilities of a promising recruit.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, I think
Tony.
What's going on, Pugsley? Don't worry, I ain't gonna ask you how things have been.
It's all right. It's all right. What were you just discussing with him there, Lewis? I overheard a little bits of it, but not everything.
it was just a teasing question for myself. I wanted to see if Tony could identify the strengths and weaknesses of the 3 prominent predators that we face across.
Would you say he did that?
I would say so.
Real quick, I'm gonna get a stew. Anybody need a stew?
Yeah, good.
I'm all right, thank you very much.
I'm all right as well. Thank you, partner.
All right, no worries.
Now, a
Alrighty,
follow-up question.
Follow-up question.
Indeed. I've been thinking on this a little while. How would we learn from these predators? And how can we apply it to the job?
I think you could learn. Do you mean what can we learn by how they are, or what can we learn by running into them?
From how they are and from running into them.
Well, by how they are, you can learn. You got to be. I don't want to say ferocious. I've already used that word. You got to be aggressive in your searches, just like they're aggressive and all the things that they do. As far as running into them, we can learn how to better react in the situation. So the more we run into these predators, the better we'll be at reacting to said predators. That's what I would say for that question.
Okay. Well, yeah. What I would add to it would be that the wolves' strength is mostly in their numbers. The more of us are that are looking, stronger we're going to be at A, protecting ourselves, and B, finding the person that we're trying to find.
I agree.
Cougars, fast and agile. When it comes to coming across these predators, as much as if you have an itchy trigger finger and you shoot first before trying to get yourself to safety, you're probably going to wind yourself up in trouble.
Yep.
I would agree with that.
So you gotta be fast and get the hell out of there, get some distance between you and whatever it is that's chasing you, and that way you can control the situation better.
I completely agree.
Also, there's the bear, and the bear just charges forth into it. Yeah, I would say the bear is pretty fearless. We gotta be as fearless.
Nothing bigger than a grizzly bear really round here. They ain't got nothing to fear. Also, I don't know if you said it, but a grizzly bear is really fast. They don't always look it because of how big they are, but they will come barreling towards you at some speed. They'll catch you quicker than a cougar does.
Yeah, that's a lot of muscle on them.
And if you don't hit them in the head, they'll take a lot more bullets to put down. They will.
But they will still reach a point upon injury where they will run away if they really hurt.
Takes them a long time to get there if you don't hit them in the right spot, though. Sometimes the adrenaline will just get them through it.
But nothing more dangerous than a hurt, angered bear, so you want
No.
to make sure you finish that job.
Not at all. Not at all. Tony, if you were
If you were a cake, what kind of cake would you be?
okay, maybe not that question, but
All right.
I was gonna give you an answer on that.
I mean, okay, sure. What kind of cake would you be?
In honor of this fine town, I would say a strawberry shortcake.
Okay, all right, probably a good answer. No, in fact, not even probably. That is a good answer.
Yeah, no wrong. Thank you.
What would you say is kind of your biggest weakness right now? And that doesn't have to be a particular area in terms of a region of the crossing. That can be anything in terms of your ability within the recruit process. Where do you think is something that maybe that you need to improve on?
I would say communication during pivotal moments. Anytime we run into animals, I tend to just react instead of communicate.
Okay.
So that's what I would say.
Okay, is there any reason why you think that is? Just out of curiosity?
I think that I'm just eager to resolve the situation, and instead of thinking about my partners, I gotta communicate to them what I'm thinking and see what they're thinking instead of just reacting.
Okay. So, what if
if there's time. Obviously, you don't always have time to communicate in those situations.
no, of course. What if Lewis, would you maybe want to take him out on a patrol, kind of culling some animals, maybe? Something like that?
Yeah, sure.
Checking in on some animal dens? Yeah, might be worth doing. See if we can work on that. Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Just go up to Cumberland. I've already been there once today, but follow up just to make sure it'll be all right.
Yeah. Do you want to go with him, Jeremiah, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I can go with you.
All right. If you three want to go, I'll stay here and man the tip line.
All right.
Be a good experience for all three of you.
All right, I need to do the goddamn paperwork.
Do you want me to
Yeah,
do?
no,
I can
I
do your
think-
I can do your paperwork for you if you want.
I gotta go
No,
get my
no,
horse.
No, folks, you can't do that because I need to learn.
Hello.
Howdy.
I know I've met her. What was that lady's name that was here in the black and white?
That's Lucy.
I feel like I couldn't hear her at all if she was saying anything.
She's. It's not that she's not talkative, but she's very lovely. She's just she doesn't always feel the need to speak. I think is more the case.
Oh yeah, I respect that. I just didn't want her to feel ignored at all. Just double
No,
checking.
she won't be. Don't worry. She's probably waiting for Alice to turn up. To be fair.
Gotcha.
What's Tony's full name?
He'll be down as Anthony James.
Oh, I realized they spelled my name wrong in my system file. I gotta fix that.
Good thing. How did they spell it wrong?
With the I instead of an E in a certain spot.
Oh, did they? Exactly your name wrong down in the general news then as well. Let me change that.
That's okay. So if I'm in the citizen registry, do I want to check out and edit?
Yes. Like I say, you don't want to go adding, don't go adding loads and loads of stuff to it, but just
Yeah, I just fixed the name and they wasn't sure about my eye color, so I fixed that for them.
oh, there you go, even better. Yeah, my last name was spelt wrong for the longest time. It was they forgot to put the E in my last name, so.
That's right. It's easier for me to write my name than to say it out loud to someone.
Yeah.
So I probably fumbled my words when I was telling them.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm good to go.
All right, where are we heading to exactly?
We're heading to Cumberland,
Cumberland. All right.
north of Valentine. You both got everything you need: ammo, med kits, water, all that.
Good
Yep.
to go.
Just obviously for you two, Lewis and Jeremiah, just make sure that Tony doesn't end up at the back of formation or anything. Just make sure he's in the middle of you two.
Yeah,
nope,
I need.
Nope, that ain't happening.
I need practice right in rear anyway, so I'll probably do that.
All right. What time are we at? It's the sunrise.
No, the moon's still high. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, we got that
Okay,
false
okay.
sunrise as the moon gets real bright.
If you're quick, at least you'll be fine.
Okay, let's man up.
All right. Bugsy, I'll see you later.
Yep. See you in a little bit.
After you, sir. Okay. I'll lead us out to Valentine. Then I will keep it staggered.
All right.
Alright.
Dagger hurt.
Y'all ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
Alright, let's pick it up.
Picking up.
Y'all said you was out here earlier.
Yeah, we didn't see many wolves. Alright, let's slow it up.
Slowing up.
Man.
The sheriff of Valentine's requested the rangers see the wolf problem is bleeding out of Cumberland down into the town.
Yeah.
So the person came out here earlier and they only found one pack, which means the problem may be solving itself. But just to be sure, we should at least go and have another look.
That's all
Sounds good.
Okay.
Tony, you know some of the dens around here when it comes to wolves?
Not if I'm being honest. No. I know where the dens are out heading out towards Blackwater, where I know where the
Okay.
wolves congregate, anyways. But I don't find myself in this area too often.
Alright, well, good learning experience.
Okay, if I remember rightly, you'll find a lot of wolves. Well, they're just generally all around the forest. You don't know exactly where they're going to pop up from.
Yeah, I could tell y'all, just to the left of us down that road, there's definitely a den just right over by that shack. You can have them pop out on you on the road over there. So if you ever get a call for this area, that's a good place that's out of the way that someone might not have been found yet. Because this road right here is the one most traveled to our right. So you definitely want to try and clear out that left area if you get a tip up this way. And then Lewis is right though. Once you go to the right, there's a bunch of dens together that you can't really tell exactly where they're gonna come from. So just that whole area, you want to keep your eyes peeled for wolves.
All right.
Just keep your wits about you, your gun handy, and well, look, there ain't that many spots where you can jump up on a rock and see one right there. Once you get further over to Fort Wallace, which is where me and Bugs were, we had to shoot them off on horseback, which is difficult to say the least, but not much.
Yeah. And knowing that's why you want to kind of know the area a little better, because when you looking to shoot them wolves on horseback, you want to have confidence you ain't gonna run into something while you're looking back at the wolf.
Yeah.
Well, with the sun up, we should have left far earlier.
That's all right.
Alright, Jeremiah, you familiar with this area a fair bit?
Yeah, this was my main hunting grounds when I was first back.
Alright, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
These flowers here on the right, they ain't native. Where'd they come from?
Well, could be a number of things really. It's just kind of up to guessing. I ain't too sure exactly where they come from. But usually it's just people throwing their own herbs about. Maybe some seeds drop out while they riding. You know, that's why usually you find them on the side of the road. Certain birds and such has been known to carry different seeds around. So it's really anybody's guess how stuff get there unless somebody is specifically planting them for some other purpose. But usually that's how plants get around, you know, they attach themselves. That's why plants got all them sticky things on them, is so they can attach to like the side of a horse certain animals as they go through. You know, you got some of the migrations from them elk and such that come from different spots. So a lot of
Okay,
factors go
I
into
thought
that.
it was just simple and somebody planted them and now they changed. It could be anything.
Yeah, it could. But yeah, usually the simplest is the right answer. So you're probably right on that. It's just good to understand some of the possibilities is all.
Can't just wander around in circles.
You done a wellness check before, Tony?
I've done several wellness checks. If y'all want to do one, we can.
We got the farm up here to our right, with the barn. We could do one over there.
All right.
There is a specific wolf den just near it too. So sometimes people get chased into that house if they ain't careful.
This house is at the top of the hill.
Just keep going straight from where you're at. Just keep cutting through. Hey, I'll take this.
I have to lead the way. After you, Tony.
Thank you.
Alright, so we got the main house there. And you also got the barn over there. So you go ahead and we'll let you do it. We'll come up with you what you bag.
All right. This is Ranger Recruit Tony James with the Saints Crossing Ranger Corps, performing a wellness check. If anybody's inside, please acknowledge or come out. Again, this is Ranger Recruit Tony James with the Saints Crossing Ranger Corps, performing a wellness check. If anybody's inside, please acknowledge or step out. Once again, this is Ranger Recruit Tony James with the Saints Crossing Ranger Corps, performing a wellness check. I'm coming inside and I am armed for my own protection. Alright, building's clear. Reckon you, I'll do this building over here.
Yeah.
This is Ranger Recruit Tony James with the Saints Crossing Ranger Corps. I'm performing a wellness check. If anybody's inside, please acknowledge or step out. Once again, this is Ranger Recruit Tony James with the Saints Crossing Ranger Corps. I'm performing a wellness check. If anybody's inside, please acknowledge or step out. Again, this is a wellness check. Once again, this is Ranger Recruit Tony James with the Saints Crossing Ranger Corps. I'm performing a wellness check. I'm coming inside and I am armed for my own protection. Alright, building's clear.
Why is there all these bones lying around?
Yeah, it looks like somebody's been hunting.
That was experimenting too. You know, they got the cooking pot and such over there and some kind of workshop. So maybe they're experimenting with all these bones
Yeah.
or cataloging them from the looks of all these skulls.
Yeah, they're all the same kind.
Yeah, it's all them wolves that's about. Looks like a wolf skull. Could be a coyote. They got similar skull structure.
Yeah, look a bit big to be a coyote.
Yeah, it's safer to assume wolves, especially with those numbers.
Yeah.
So we did a good job with the wellness check. Just make sure between your first and second announcement, give a little more time in case someone needs a little time to respond.
Alright.
So you don't speak over them in case they is trying to shout out to you.
Yeah,
And
that's a good observation.
and when you go through buildings with multiple rooms, especially if somebody else with you, call that clear as you clear each room, not after the entire house.
All right.
That way we know you're safe, especially if we watch it outside for you. You clear each room, make sure you're going up against the walls and such, and checking real finely in case there's anything you notice. And then if you do find anything like papers or things like that, try not to touch it in case we do have to report it, so the cops can get the right fingerprints and such.
Sounds good.
But good job, that was great.
Thank you.
All right, so like I said, when you're here, straight ahead is about that way. You can usually see the pack of wolves, and you won't spook them from here. So you can see ahead of time if they'll be hanging out just in that field ahead of us, in between the trees. And you get both types out here. So sometimes, so you can tell kind of by the fur and such like that when you're looking at them. There are a couple rocks and options. There's that wagon. There's that broken down wagon over there that you can hop on. There's one over there in the clearing, not this one in front of us.
Yeah.
And then always be careful of that lip. It's very deceptive when people's coming from the other side. They'll fall off that lip sometimes. So same thing when we get to search and rescues. It's a good spot to look at for a fall or something like that.
Duly noted.
Well,
So,
I will be.
if y'all don't mind me
Nice to
asking, how long were y'all in the graves?
Let's see. There's about 3 weeks for me, just give or take a couple days.
About the same.
But I had a good couple days where I wasn't around, so it probably could have been a little quicker. But I enjoyed the process either way, so it was no rush for me
Yeah,
personally.
I got to come around more. I'm only around about once a week. I got to start coming around.
Definitely, it takes time though, and that's when you is around, just make that time count. Make sure you learn what you can. Asking questions is always good, especially if you ain't know something. That's like the quickest way to show that you're trying to learn, and that's the important part at the end of the day. Is we want to make sure you have the information you need, and that way we know when it's working, when it's not. So that's where it falls on you. You gotta, hardest part is asking for help, but once you do, we're here for you.
Yeah, I've been a recruit for about a month. I'm getting pretty comfortable with the ins and outs of everything.
What kind
Is there
of
anything
horse do you have?
Well,
Sorry.
that horse, Sterling gifted me that. I'm sorry, the horse's name is Sterling. Wade gifted me that. That is a Missouri Foxtrotter.
All right. What was you saying, Lewis? Sorry.
Well, I'll be completely honest. I'm a little bit out of my depth because I've never expected I could teach anybody anything.
I get
So,
that.
Tony, is there anything that you don't know or are curious about that we could maybe provide an answer for?
My biggest thing is just learning all the areas, like where the dens are, and that's something that comes with time. So, outside of that, I feel pretty comfortable. You know, like whenever hopefully they introduce me to the greens, I'll be more than ready for that responsibility. But outside of the dens, I really can't think of anything. I know the bush calls and wellness checks, formation riding. I know all that. But if I
What
think of
about
anything, go ahead.
what about how to deal with specific scenarios?
Well, that's another thing. Like, see, if y'all look into my paperwork, you'll see I had a bit of a clash with Rain on one scenario. We ran into a pack of wolves, and I wanted to do just what you were talking about at Strawberry. I wanted to look for high ground and get a defensive position. And Rain was way more offensive minded. She took off directly at the wolves, and so we had two different philosophies there. And so when it comes to scenarios, I feel like Lewis, I'm a lot like you. I want to see if there's any high ground before I go barreling into the situation. So, but as far as situations, I would say we've definitely got to make sure communication's key. That's where it fell apart with me and Ray. We didn't communicate what we were thinking in the moment. If there's time for communication, I feel like we should communicate what we're going to do, and always go to the highest ranking ranger and follow what they do, which I was going to do in the situation with Rain, but she got directly in the middle of the wolves, so I didn't feel comfortable firing at the wolves. So I went and got high ground, and she was mad that I didn't immediately start firing at the wolves. But I haven't gotten a chance to speak with her on that. Next time I see her, I'm going to. But yeah, that was my only hiccup so far since I've been a ranger, and they said it didn't set me back, but I feel like that set me back because in the paperwork it's going to say, oh, you know, he didn't fire at the wolves, but I didn't want to risk shooting her. I was a good 30, 40 feet away, and so I immediately thought, okay, I'll get high ground right above her. I have a really good shot at the wolves. And like you were saying,
checks out.
yeah, well, like you were saying, Jeremiah, well, shit, I lost my train of thought, but I agreed with something you said earlier. I just can't remember exactly what that was.
That's okay.
In that scenario, I would do the same thing, but at the same time, we can't afford to hesitate. And
Yeah.
in certain areas, we just can't find that high ground. Like earlier today, with myself and Pugsley, the wolves scared Pugsley's horse through. And there was a wolf on top of him. I had to make the shot. I was about 20 feet from it, but I had to make the shot. I got it. And you're right, I could have hit Pugsley. And it would have been, well, I don't even want to think about that, but.
So
Well, it was a judgment call.
We all know the dangers that is involved. I would say for your particular case, as you get used to it, because that communication, you're right, communication is key there. Sometimes we don't have the time in the moment, and I fully understand that. Plenty of times I was going out as a recruit where there's like, all right, we got a call here, let's go, and then I'm trying to get more information from them on the way, but it feels rushed, so I get that. I would say when you know you're tagging along with people, if you're familiar with the area and you know you're gonna cross over certain dens, you can tell them like, hey, just so we're aware ahead of time, if wolves come for us, this is the way I like to do it. I want to find cover, so that will be my top priority. And at the end of the day, you was right because your safety is most important. You know, it says it in your handbook. So you was getting defensive because you wasn't sure how it was going to play out, and even if something does happen, you'll be there and safe. You'll get rid of them wolves, and you would be there to help.
That's exactly what
Rain.
I thought. That's exactly that was my thought process. Exactly. If something went south, I'd be there to help and take care of the wolves and save Raid. But she didn't need no saving, needless to say. She fought them wolves off on her own. By the time I got high ground, she was like, "What the hell are you doing?" I was getting high ground.
So of course, with any individual, you know, everybody different. Some people, especially in the moment, they might get upset because they scared. They feeling what's going on. They might have had different expectations, and that's just we only human, you know. So that's why, especially if you feel like something important like that needs to be communicated, you can get in the practice of doing it as you're heading out. It's always good to have a plan beforehand, and that way so if you cross upon that, like sometimes I'll tell people, it's like, especially when we're on search and rescue, we find someone, if someone else has the individual with them, I'll tell them, hey, if something happened, you ride ahead to make sure they're safe, and I'll find the high ground, and I'll call the animals, something like that, like just so they kind of have an expectation ahead of time, so we're not just dealing with things in the moment when it happens.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to Raid, I'm going to adapt to her way of being, and anytime I ride with her, if we run into wolves or anything, I'm just going to be a lot more aggressive and get as close to the wolves as she did, so that I won't have to worry about her being in the way of the shot. I'll be right there
Yeah,
next to her.
and that'll be solved. Like you said, you already have the plan to talk to her next to see her. That'll solve anything right away. You know, she a good person. She definitely hear you out, and you guys can talk about it so you guys can get on that same page. Because that's all that happened. That's why it ain't setting you back. I don't think it's actually setting you back. They just have to have that noted because it's gonna help us all learn together. You know, we a family. We we expect to look out for each other, and so it's just a matter of knowing those expectations and not just going off of them blindly.
Yeah. So how often did y'all come around during your training?
Oh, well, I have a lot of time, so when I'm not feeling sick, I got some ailments. So whenever I'm in good health, I do try to be around whenever I can, and then just like I said, just utilizing the time or even setting an expectation, letting someone know, hey, I only got a couple hours to be around. I'd really appreciate like some good opportunities to learn some stuff. And that's why everyone's always asking you at the lodge. That's why Pugsy is there. You know, what do you think your biggest weakness is? That's why we're out here right now, trying to make sure we can cover some of them weaknesses. But I think you're doing a good job with the time you've had so far, and it's just that's just like a personal level of things. You know, you don't want to burn yourself out. You don't want to feel like you have to try harder than you can. Like it's as long as you're clear with that communication, because it always leads back to those expectations. As long as you're clear with that, and people know what to expect, then you know sometimes you might even exceed that expectation, which is good. But it's okay as long as you're just meeting the expectations you set for yourself.
Well, my total time so far, sorry, once when I account for how I'm around, I'm probably 10 days on. You know, as far as being around. So I want to make it a point to be around more if I can.
Definitely, and that's good initiative there, and we'll make sure people know. And whenever you're talking, you know, don't feel bad telling people those kind of things. You know, especially if you're like, hey, I've been around. I feel like I've been doing good work when I'm around. Do I like I want to be around more, and it's good to share that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to use my actions also and just show up more. And the more I'm around, the better the process will be. But that's enough about me. How y'all doing today?
Doing pretty good. And with the
And
sun starting to set, I think we should start patrolling the area.
All right, sound good.
sounds good.
All right.
I'm just tagging along, so you lead in, Lewis. It's your patrol.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's head out then.
Heading out.
Well, right around 1-2
All right.
formation.
1-2 herd.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all met Wade yet, but he gifted me this beautiful Missouri Foxtrotter, and I plan to pass it on in the future.
Yeah, I had Cody give me some feel here too, so I know how you feel.
Both fine horses.
Oh yeah, you got to have a good horse out here.
Most definitely.
Ain't that the truth? All right. Once we get into the road, rifles out, and I want to hear call outs. And I don't mean which direction we're going. Call out what you see.
All right, heard.
Herd. I'll wait a little before I call out. I'll let you try and call out more, Tony, if you can. So,
Oh, just call out what you see on either side of the road. Tony, you see what? Call out what you see on the left.
All
Call
right.
out what you see on the right.
As far as I can tell, it's clear in this area.
yeah, we got this camp here to the right.
There's some rocks over here on the left. There's some good rock.
Yeah, that's a big rock there.
Yeah, I got
a
plenty
bunch
of
of
rocks. If
rocks
we
coming
run
up.
into any situation, there's plenty of rocks right here.
Oh my
Uh,
lord, look at this collection of rocks. This is the best collection of rocks I've ever seen.
Which is good because we got multiple dens when you go up this road a little more.
I've been to a quarry. There's a rabbit running across the road.
It certainly is.
Mighty suspicious. Keep an eye on it.
Will do.
You can also find snakes out here, so you gotta be careful if you're trying to run from the wolves, because sometimes you might just spook your horse multiple ways.
Duly noted.
Oh, I should let you boys know if you haven't heard already. Christ, I gotta tell you this. You heard of what happened to Jeremiah a couple of days ago?
I didn't
What
hear.
happened? I didn't hear, no.
Yeah, I was kidnapped on my way back from Emerald Tower. Two individuals. One by the name of Bear, the other, I can't remember her name. They were wanting information. Howdy, sir.
What kind of information?
Information on who runs the state. Government officials, things
is-
like that.
Is that information that Rangers would have?
Well, technically yes, but I don't know shit. I don't know who all the fucking sheriffs are.
Yeah.
I don't even know if there's a marshal in the state. I don't know who the governor is. I don't pay attention to politics.
Yeah, I don't know any of that either.
But these people were pretty adamant on trying to find that out. And Ranger Cody, she turns up at the same time. And we start questioning her as well. Now, the entire exchange gave me the impression that these two people don't like government. They don't like government types. It looks like they're trying to pick fights.
There's a wagon right here to the right.
And they were mighty interested in these woods. These woods, the heartlands. So keep your eyes on this with it.
Yeah.
We see it in various times with this Valentine.
Do you, Tony, do you know your rules of engagement as a recruit?
Yeah, if we run into any trouble, I'm there to try to get me released, and I'm to go to the nearest town and telegram Rangers and law and wait there.
Yeah. Yeah, we do not have you engage at all. You know, you can defend yourself in situations if you're out on your own and things like that. But yeah, we will negotiate for your safe release, and then yeah, that's exactly what you do. You're correct.
Well, Jeremiah will negotiate. I will hightail it and leave you all to face. Because I am a cruel, cruel man.
Yeah, I have a lot of history, so usually the nefarious types don't mess with me if they know who I is. I just, you know, still report anything I know, things like that. It's just the illusion of them knowing that I am cooperative, but I don't ever give anyone nothing, and, you know, I just let them do the talking.
Yeah, we got a deer up here to the left.
Yeah, that shack over there to your left too, a little bit behind. You can jump on that roof too if any of them wolves catch you out there here on that road.
All right.
Right ahead. Riders
Heard.
ahead.
Looks like they're okay. Yeah, they're coming back.
Y'all seen a man in a very small one-man cart?
No, we ain't.
No cars.
sir.
No.
Haven't?
No,
Oh, we was
haven't.
going around the far way right now, so if they rode through this main road, we wouldn't have seen them.
All right. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Good luck.
Stay safe.
I
Be
say.
careful out there.
I guess that was law.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I recognize the fella. I just can't remember his name. We might want to be a little more careful though, since we know there's a person they're looking for out this way.
Definitely.
He said it's small wagons.
Yeah, so we'll still steer clear if we see anything like that. So if you hear a wagon call, let's move off the trail as soon as we can if that happens.
All right.
Move off the trail and head to the nearest telegram station.
Yeah.
So is the paperwork overwhelming, or is it pretty easy to understand?
I would say it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
By
it's pretty
standards.
straightforward, especially once you start doing it. Yeah,
All right.
like looking at it, I could tell how it could be overwhelming, but then I can also tell like, yeah, once I actually do it, then I'll have an easier time.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got a
it just
camp to the
depends on
right.
how much you put into it. There's an archive past past reports. Once we've all right, for example, the tip line. We get a tip in, we go out and find the person. We come back, we write the report. There's a document that is specifically reserved for tip lines that happened that day. So there's a document for today about tip line search and rescues that will be archived. So we can see problem areas, just recall information. But there's
It sounds like jackals or wolves. You hear that?
I heard some coyotes. Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was coyotes or wolves.
Yeah, sometimes you can hear the echo of the wolves. So like if it sounds like it's really far away or it's bouncing off the walls, then that means they're probably not around. You just hearing them from wherever they at.
Okay.
But you'll be able to tell the difference when you can actually hear them close by.
Now, if we do run into any wolves, are we going to look for high ground, or are we going to shoot from our horse?
we'll look for high ground. Get
All
some
right.
distance. They'll likely target one of us and focus in on that person. So
Yeah.
whoever's being chased, I'll keep them chasing.
Yeah. If they go chasing me, almost like I just keep running, because then they'll get disinterested. They'll stop a bit, and then you guys will have your shots. And,
All right.
but yeah, if anything, try and go for a rock first, and just worry. There's two of us out here, so if you ain't feeling comfortable, worry about your safety. We won't hold it against you.
All right.
I think I see two Yankees right down there. Two riders, who's running fast. We're most likely gonna encounter wolves around this area. Up in Bacchus.
Rider ahead.
See?
Howdy, sir.
Route it.
Once we get to Bacchus, we'll turn around and do another loop.
So, in your opinion, Tony, what makes a good rock to stand on?
Definitely one that's a good size, with as flat of a top surface as possible.
Yeah, you don't want any slants the wolf may be able to come up. And a good rule of thumb is usually as long as the rock's about as high as your horse.
Yeah, definitely. You want to have a large rock.
Right ahead.
Heard.
Howdy, sir.
Route it. We got us a detail here. Or not a what am I saying? We got something back there on that rock. Is what I was saying.
It was drawn in chalk.
Yeah, sometimes I can't think straight. And
That's okay. I totally understand that though. Sometimes my brain get all confused
get out.
too.
Yeah, I'll discombobulate it. Like it was a detail. But I was thinking to myself, well, yeah, that's a detail, but I don't know why why I called it a detail whenever what I meant was there's something there. I thought I heard a cougar. I could be wrong.
There ain't no cougars.
So that's what I was thinking. I don't know why a cougar would be out here. I guess I heard something. I don't know what it was though.
Yeah, sometimes you can hear the bear that's down by the river. You can hear his roar echoing off things too.
Oh, okay. Well, we got a camp up here to the right if we need to use it.
The only cougar in these parts is up in Marino. If those maps are still accurate that I looked at.
I do
Yeah,
know
you
of,
definitely want to watch from there.
yeah, I do know of 2 cougar locations.
Wolves
On the
are right.
right.
All right. All right, what's the play? What's the play?
We got 2 of them. Just stick with me. Let's see where's Lou? They're loose over here.
I really like how you guys handled that. See, y'all decided to take off and get distance between y'all and the wolves. That's really smart.
Yeah, as long as we keep eye with each other, and you know that's what the bush called for. If you get lost, just send out a shot. Always try and clear everybody. So if you like when you saw me say what's the play, first play is find out where Lewis got to.
Yeah, I was following you, Lewis, but I lost sight of you once you turned left. And
I saw another wolf. I only thought there was one of them, and then I saw another one running down the road. But it was 2. So
Yeah.
the numbers are dwindling.
well, that's good news.
Well, you grab that one. I'm grabbing this one because that was. Oh, I'm very impressed with myself.
Yeah, that was good.
Just keep the area clear for us, Tony.
All right.
Keep your eyes open. That's all right, Springfield. I know you ain't used to seeing the wolves. I know. Don't you kick me now, I swear.
Did you? I can take it if you need. Did y'all shoot those wolves while y'all was riding, or did y'all stop first?
I got mine riding.
We were both on horseback, I guess. But I slowed down and shot this one through the trees.
I didn't even get eyes on them. Like I was following.
Yeah, once I can tell it's chasing me, I just ride in forward. That's why it's good to know the area or if you're on a trail, because then they'll follow you straight behind. It's a pretty easy shot.
Yeah. Well, I reckon I might want to switch to a rifle. I'm just running a Lancaster.
The Lancaster's a decent rifle.
Yeah, that's the one I'm using right now.
Okay.
As long as you can get a good headshot, it'll take him out.
Yeah. If you've got a large pack, I mean a really large pack, you'll want a Lancaster.
Yeah, just for the amount of bullets you got and for the shooting speed there is pretty good, you know. And mostly with the larger packs, as long as you take out a couple, the others will lose interest pretty quick and they'll try and separate off, and then you got easy pickings from there.
What is that noise?
Oh,
What is that? What kind of animal? Yeah, what kind of animal you reckon that is?
Might be a coyote.
There's some like a, there's like a dark coyote, a special one that sometimes make that noise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, small little pack of them.
There's also what is it? It's a weird.
Is that a
animal
wolf
that
pack?
makes that
That's a
noise.
jack. That's a coyote pack. Never
There's
mind.
a coyote there. Oh god, I know that.
All right, let's press on.
It's pretty consistent though. It's pretty crazy. I know some armadillos actually sound like that too when they screeching.
Yeah. I ain't been out west like that I can remember, so I ain't really never seen a armadillo.
Well, I could take you out for a patrol sometime.
Oh,
Definitely.
Yeah, Boston is
I live out in Armadillo, so I know the area pretty well by now.
I need
You
to
hear that?
move out there.
I can never tell the difference between the coyotes and the wolves.
Coyotes
Coyotes are more whiny. Yeah, they're more whiny. You'll hear a lot more follow from them, like a woo 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 woo.
Oh, okay.
But then it's wolves. They'll get that big, that belly howl is usually the first sign, and then you'll hear them more like a dog than anything. So you'll hear that bark as they come for you. But
Oh.
coyotes is very very shy, so it'll definitely be a more defensive sound. You get used to it as you hear it.
Yeah, coyotes, they sound scared.
Like that little yelp, that's a coyote, just a wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But definitely, if you see a pack of coyotes when you're out on your own, just chase them, and you'll hear a bunch of the sounds they make, and then get yourself familiarized that way.
That's a good idea.
But more times than not, you will hear the wolves howling to each other because they're letting each other. They're very smart creatures. They plan in their attacks. So that howl is them telling each other to come for you.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the biggest strengths of wolves is the fact that they in packs.
Yeah, I'm surprised there was only 2 in this pack.
Yeah, it's like Lou was saying, it's a good sign of the culling we've been doing. Because that specific pack, especially the way it was running, they sometimes chase you into the other part of that pack, and sometimes you got like 8 wolves on you. Oh,
Yeah.
wolves to the left.
Wolves to the left. So what's
I heard a aggressive bark. Keep eyes out.
Let's get some distance to see if we can see it.
Careful for the cliffs this way.
Oh yeah, Timberwolves. 2 of them.
where at?
Go from the left of the camp. You'll see at least 2 skulking between the trees. Another one heading off left. Going back into the pack. Yeah, it's a pack of 3.
What's y'all want to stalk them or you want to get high ground? What y'all want to do?
So we can make a play for the camp itself. Like I said, that the bigger shack, we can get up on that. If we go around this way pretty far, we can probably get up to it.
Is that our closest high ground?
The
The closest one I know for sure, like besides a random rock or something like that.
We could try a synchronized shot,
Yeah.
but that relies on the wolves just to stay put, and that's going to be difficult.
Oh, they're coming. I hear them.
Nah, I can't get a clean shot from here.
All right, what y'all want to do?
Let's head over to the shack. Keep it slow.
If they do come for us, come back the way we came on the trail. That way you don't risk going off no cliffs or nothing.
All right.
Because all behind us is all cliffside.
Alright, I got an idea. Let's hitch our poor horses here. Bill, if you attract those goddamn wolves here, I am. Shut up, Bill.
Looks like daybreak's coming. That should work in our favor.
Yeah, it'll work in our favor fine. Let's keep it slow, keep it quiet. Ready for the shack. We'll get up on the roof.
You gotta jump up from the overhang that's on the shack.
There's a rock
All right, I'll
there
follow
to the
y'all's
left. You
lead.
can also get up on the outhouse.
Yeah, our house is a good one too.
Boss Ricky. Alright. They're barking, but they ain't seen us. I'm heading up onto the roof.
All right, I'll follow you.
Just tell me when you're all ready.
Alright, we'll take the two on the far right. You got the far left.
Hold on, I gotta get eyes on him.
One by the tent. I can't see the left one.
He's by that fallen tree.
All right, I see two of them directly ahead of me. I reckon I'll shoot at the one closest to me. Are they moving?
Oh, they're moving.
Alright, I'll take the one furthest.
All right, on your count, Luke.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh,
They're heading off. There's one right here we can get. You see this one to the left?
We gotta go for that. They might be going for a rider.
Yeah, they might be. Come on.
You want? All right.
Now he's chasing a deer.
Damn, we had him dead to rights too.
God damn it. Nicely done.
Oh, it's already down.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right.
All right.
I'm hearing a rider, so they might be chasing that one behind us. Keep an eye out
No.
behind.
They ain't there.
Wonder if them other two will come back.
It depends on what they was chasing. We gotta go check it out, though.
Come on then.
Behind you. Stay behind you. Stay behind you.
Cry out
All right, cut through camp.
Heard.
Don't need to stay in formation.
Yeah.
Just keep it in earshot.
Keep safe. Remember your first call.
We're heading out to the road to the left.
This high ground up here looks over the other path, so it's best to just take the lift in case they're in this way also.
All right.
You two head up high. I'll take the road.
All right.
Heard.
Keep the area up here clear for me. I'm gonna take a look down.
You got it.
It might have ran off, so we just should be clear. Keep going, birdie. Alright, Luce is coming back up.
All right.
Looks like they just ran off. Probably went back to the den.
Well, we got one of them.
They wouldn't chase someone farther than past where you was just looking, so as long as we didn't see anybody anywhere, They probably just outran it if it was chasing somebody.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay.
We should probably hit a tower though, just to double check and be sure, make sure nobody is in need of help.
Okay then. Tony, you know the way to Amberino Tower.
Let me see real fast. If I'm not mistaken, I believe I do know where that tower is.
Reckon you can lead us both there?
I reckon I can. Now, if it turns out that this location that I'm going to is not the tower, just let me know. And we'll head off in whatever direction we're supposed to be going. I reckon we'll run a staggered on the way there.
Okay.
Heading out and picking up.
Picking it up.
All right, we're gonna be slowing up here.
Keep in mind
Did
when
you
you
know
come to
another-
that direction, you can go up this hill.
I was about to say, you must know another way.
It's just so you don't have to risk going on that narrow path you're at. Just right here, it slants up and down. So from right here off the path, you can just go right up this hill. It's safe to come up.
Oh, that's good to know. Learn something new every day.
Yeah, that's the point of patrols.
Oh yeah. This is my favorite. So far, this is my favorite station out of all the stations.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
There's one hell of a... I wrote a limerick for this place.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, I can't remember it. It's in my hotel room. I'll have to show it off sometime.
yeah. You care if we head up top, do a little sightseeing?
Huh?
Unless there's a call in.
No tip, we're good. We just want to double check nobody got injured from the wolves.
This is why I love this area. This view right here is amazing.
Yeah, watching the storms roll past is so nice.
Well, I gotta say, it's been a... Hold on. I gotta say, it's been a pretty good ride along with you fellas. I'm learning a lot today.
I'm glad. I'm glad we was able to help. That mean a lot.
Yeah.
It's my first time with the green on taking a recruit out, so I'm glad it's a good experience.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, you two seem like seasoned rangers already. With your presence when it comes to the wolves, and just your knowledge of the area, it's no wonder that you two got your green so fast, because you two seem just as seasoned as all the other rangers I've rode with.
Well,
That's very nice.
I'm doing this. My job was to deal with predators. I would go from ranch to ranch to hit predator problems. I'd deal with whatever was plaguing the livestock. This is where I get my expertise from. But for knowing my way around the place, some of it's a bit of a mystery.
Oh, that'll come with time.
For directions, but that's about it.
Yeah, I've been here long enough. I've worked just about every small job under the sun. I was raised to be a hunter early by my nana, so yeah, I'm pretty much in that same boat with Lewis. There's some places I definitely don't know when it comes to riding or knowing where I is, but if something does happen, I'm pretty good at handling the situation at hand.
That's pivotal. I mean, when it comes to being a ranger, situational awareness. I gotta tell you, I've been in a few wolf scenarios with other rangers, and the way y'all handle it, really shows that y'all know what you're doing. They know what they're doing as well. It's just everybody handles it differently.
Yeah, it's all, there's so many factors that go into it. It depends on how the people they was with and what they learned from them. So whatever they're confident with, there's always multiple ways to handle a situation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I, I, I won't say. I won't say he's learned from that.
Well, you go ahead. I'm definitely open to criticism that's useful.
Oh no! It's no criticism of yourself. It's something else. It would be right
Oh,
to speak
you
ill
won't
of
hurt
such mistake.
you won't hurt my feelings at all, partner. It's a learning experience, and I'm eager.
No. It really ain't about you. I was
Oh,
only
Yeah,
okay.
bringing something
he
up
he
that
just
I
had a thought about
experienced,
someone else. Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
but they've learned from that, so I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, we're all going to make mistakes. That's part of being human. But as
Yeah,
long as you learn from those mistakes, that's what matters.
that is the better part of being human, is we have that ability to learn.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that was a good job. You did a good job leading us here. I like that.
Thank you.
You communicated when you weren't sure. That's always a big point. Like I said before, as long as you let us know and we have that expectation, then we find from there. We can adapt.
A fine example of not knowing. What was it? 2 days ago. Just I was clocked on the only ranger of myself. I just completed the search and rescue out of Roanoke and I'd reached the Admiral Tower. And as soon as I arrived, tip line went off. Eastern Frontiers. I have never been beyond the glacier. So I was a little bit apprehensive. Like, shit. Well, somebody has to go and look, so I went and looked. But I decided I would stop at Goldler, make sure there was no information to come through or any updates. And Law had telegram tick line saying that 2 deputies were coming up to Coulter to assist. And I was ever so grateful because it was Senior Deputy Redden. He knows the frontier quite well, so I insisted that he take point on me. It would have been useless for me to lead 2 deputies when I don't know the way.
So Eastern Frontier, that's mainly culture. Is that
It's
what?
beyond. It's beyond the glacier. Have you been up that way?
I've never been past the glacier either, partner.
First time I went up to the glacier was with Game Warden Rockwell, and that's as far as we went. I didn't go past it, so I insisted that the deputy take lead on it. Thankfully, it was a very easy find, more or less right around the corner.
Yeah, I've been up there a couple of times with some friends, just cause. But I don't know much about the snow in general. So that's the same thing. Whenever I'm going with someone, just gotta let them know. So I was there last night riding around with Ethan. He was doing some of his stag stuff, so I just followed along that way I could get some experience.
Well, it
As
doesn't
long,
say. Sorry, partner.
no, you're okay.
It doesn't say Eastern Frontier on the map anywhere that I'm
No,
seeing.
what we are referring to is when we get a tip in, then the location will usually be defined by Central Heartlands, Western Heartlands, East Heartlands, Eastern Frontier, Western Frontier, things like that. Gives us a search area to look within. That's how the local population relays their information.
On your maps that y'all get, does it say Eastern and Western Frontier?
What the Rangers have done in I don't know how long. They've been working on this for, but they've written up a map of the general border areas where the eastern frontier is and the western frontier. So,
And
they call it a border map. It's quite impressive.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
some
I'm
of them they
sure.
still unsure of, so they still take it with a grain of salt there. It's still a work in progress. So whenever you find someone on tips, or if it said someplace and we feel like it found them in a kind of funny place that wasn't really spotted on the map too well, then someone will update it at that point.
Oh, okay.
But just to give you it just the map is meant to give you the general like idea of where you should be looking, and if ever you can't find anyone, it's always safer to then go a little bit on the outskirts of what the map tell you and check some funny places.
Your map is not the only tool that you need. You need to know. What was it? Game Warden Cat told me you need to know reasons to why people would be here. What kind of trouble they may have fallen into. Like here, for example. What's some very clear hazards that you can see just from looking from the tower?
Well, the cliffs, obviously, somebody could fall easily here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How
That
might
would,
they fall?
well, they could, if you're riding your horse and you don't know there's a cliff, you could ride right off the cliff. That would be one of the biggest concerns. And then they could walk off the cliff. If they're running and they're not paying attention, they could easily go off one of these cliffs here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I did warn you about another one earlier while we were on our way here too.
To be honest, partner, it was hard to hear you. I was trying to listen, but it was hard to hear you.
Oh, it's very I understand. It's the other possibility, especially when you have cliffs and such, is if you know there are predators in the area, those predators could scare your horse right off that cliff as well.
Oh, that makes sense. What predators do y'all think would be in this area?
Wolves, primarily.
Yeah, mostly wolves. I know there is the occasional cougar if we get past towards our left of the tower, and then there's one that stalks around that they warned me about around here, but I ain't seen it.
So this is indeed wolf country.
Yeah.
There's also the narrow roads. People riding fast, horse collisions, things like that.
Yeah, that's why we switched to single file for some of it.
I'm sure there's some types of plants that grow up here, but I'm not entirely sure what kind of plants grow up here. Or
And
where
there
they're
are
located.
there are a couple snakes also, which same thing because snakes scare your horse right off the trail, and if you ain't careful, you taking a fall.
Someone could
Yeah.
have been bitten by a snake and
Yeah.
taken a fall. And there's these views. People just can't resist a good view.
Yeah.
So they can wander up, take the wrong step, and away they go.
And it doesn't happen very often, but if somebody isn't careful, if they're off their horse or something and they get too close to an elk without realizing, that elk will charge at times too.
Oh, okay. Looks like we got us a rider down here.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them local riders like taking these paths pretty often, so horse collision and falling is more times than not going to be your issue. And then as long as you're always aware of the wolf possibilities, so it's very important. Even when you find someone, make sure if someone else with you, somebody clearing that area. Like I was telling you a couple times when we were doing things, you want to have somebody whose sole purpose is to just keep their eyes open, looking around, and being ready if something else happened.
I agree. This has been a pretty good patrol, if I'm being honest.
Glad you liked it.
Yeah. We should definitely send an update for our patrol. We've been gone for a while.
Well, on that, would you be fine just the two of you heading back to Strawberry yourselves? I need to lay my head down. I'm fiercely tired.
Yeah.
But I will put in some feedback for yourself, Tony, and update the patrol. If you want to add anything to it, Jeremiah.
Yeah, it'll be a good learning experience. I'll have pugs to help me when we get back.
All right.
It was good
I
riding
just got
with you.
all that today, so I still gotta learn. Yeah, good riding,
you
Lewis.
haven't written down a report yet, and you're already taking recruits out and training.
Yeah.
You're running before he walks. Ain't nothing wrong with that if you know how to run.
That's true.
All right. Well, I guess we'll head back to Strawberry. You get some good rest out here, and reckon I'll see you next time.
There you will. Yeah, sun's setting, so you might want to get going quick.
Yeah.
All right. See you, partner.
Take it easy now.
You too, bud. Jeremiah, do you want me to lead or do you want to lead?
I'll let you lead us back. I want to go back through Valentine's. We're gonna cut through Valentine, and then so we can stop there, check telegrams, and then we'll head to Strawberry from there. All right.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right. Let's mount up and we'll follow your lead.
All right, I reckon we'll take this way down, and
Yeah, good
since
practice.
it's just us, I guess obviously it's a staggered formation, and reckon we're heading out.
Yeah, we'll have a more loose formation. It's usually there's two people. It's okay to have a little more loose formation as long as you know I'm rear, you're leading, and I'll go off of your calls for anything important, and I'll call out anything if I see it. But don't worry too much. We just heading back. I just want to give you some experience.
All right, rider ahead.
Wow,
See?
must cover some ground on a horse like that.
Thank you, partner. All right, let's pick it up.
Picking up hurt. I'm gonna stay single file with you till we get past the pass up there again.
All right. Sounds like we got wolves.
The rock again. What about me?
Jeremiah, you there?
I'm alright. I'm alright.
Are you still up?
All clear. All clear. All clear.
All right. Well, I got one down here and one ran off.
I took care of the one that ran off.
Good shooting, partner. And that was
Good
real heady. I feel like we lucked out with these rocks being right here.
Yeah, yeah. Like, that's why I just want to let you know. Don't worry about me in that moment. You know, you stay safe. I'm used to being out on my own, so I'll take care of myself in those moments.
All right, I'm gonna reload and we can head on out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we handled that as well as we could have.
Oh, most definitely.
Now let's see how far our horses ran off. Now, whenever you fill out your paperwork, I guess we have to. You got to tell them about all the encounters we had. So that's like our third encounter.
Yeah.
Or I guess I don't know if that's part of the paperwork or not.
Oh, yeah, I'll figure that part out. Like I said, I literally just got all that stuff, so I still gotta go. I'll go over it with Pugly and figure it out for us, so you don't worry too much about it.
All right, let's mount up.
Let me get some water and stuff real quick. 1 second. But yeah, keep note of that, because that is where that den is. So you know when you ride in here again, you know that you have these rocks and stuff. It's good experience to have.
What I just realized is there on the map there's a marking. Is that throughout the whole map?
A marking?
It could
It's like,
just
is it a
be.
little X?
It's a paw print.
Yeah, that's just a marking that you put there. It just means you downed an animal there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we got a rider here. Let's pick it up.
All right, picking up herd.
All right. I reckon I'll wait out here for you.
Yeah.
Are you telegramming Rangers?
Yeah, I'm just gonna double check some stuff, and I'm just gonna let them know that we're on our way back from the patrol.
Understood.
That wolf is getting pretty fresh there. If you want to take care of the butcher, you can, or if you just want to chop it up for some meat, you can. But it's pretty much just about there.
Where's the butcher in Valentine?
Just take the road around, and then it'll be over on that side by the stable.
All right. Thanks. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Didn't even fall off my horse that way. Howdy there, sir. Before
Howdy,
you say
ma'am.
your... Can I steal the meat from you? I'll give you a couple bucks if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to skin it first so you get the money for the skin? I just need some meat for some bait.
All right.
Are you a ranger recruit?
I sure am. We're on a
Nice to
patrol right now.
Oh, you are. Who you on patrol with?
New ranger named Jeremiah. He just got his greens the other day.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Yeah, here you go, ma'am. Hold
I
on,
don't
let me
need
put
the
this.
skin. I
Let
just
me
need the.
let me put it on my back of my horse
She
real
does likes
fast.
to find the animals
Yeah.
like this and hack them up to pieces.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I reckon I could just hold on. Let me sell this real fast, and then. Did you get the meat?
Yep.
Okay. What was your name, ma'am?
It's Jenny. Like the alcohol.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Jenny. And what was your name, sir?
Is Chapo?
Jenny and Chapo. All right. Well, y'all have a good evening. My name's Tony.
Well, thank you. You have a good day too, sir.
All right. We'll be seeing y'all.
All right,
Gracias.
Chapo, let's go.
All right. You ready? I ran into a couple people wanted to buy the meat from me, so I just gave it to her.
All right.
All right. You ready to head out?
Yeah, ready when you are. You know how to get back to Strawberry.
I do. Well,
All right.
I reckon with the map, I can pretty much get damn near anywhere.
Yeah, you know it's a good experience either way. You
But-
just take whatever way you feel.
All right. We'll head out this way.
All right.
Picking up.
Picking up herd.
And we got one more left, and we're at the station.
Welcome to Strawberry.
Oh, yeah. You did real good, Sterling. Good evening, everybody.
Tony, where's Lewis?
He decided to go off to bed at the Amberino Tower.
You've been to
He was-
Amberino Tower?
Yeah, we went to Amberino Tower on our patrol, and he was tired, so he went to bed.
What in the world? That's so far away from Cumberland.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
far
we
away from
we
Cumberland.
kept on going.
I was just
Oh.
following Lewis's lead.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's no bad thing that you've carried on going out that way at all. Just make sure. I'll speak to Lewis about this actually when I next see him. Just make sure that you're sending a tip into the tip line, just saying that you're going to carry on going to elsewhere, and just when you get to say like Amberino Tower that the patrol paperwork is updated. Now obviously that doesn't mean a lot to you, Jeremiah, because you've not done any of this today. So
Yeah.
but if you do go on a patrol like that and you decide you're just going to go a bit further, then just like I say, just send a tip, just send something into the ranger tip line, because I mean, there was a point when me and Wade were like, well, they've been gone for nearly 2 hours, so I wonder if everything's actually all right or not. And I actually sent a check-in tip to Lewis to ask where you'd been. Cause,
Yeah, I was just tagging along. I didn't want to like discourage Lewis too much.
No,
and-
no, of course not. Of course not. No, of course not. There's nothing wrong with it too much. It's just it's just so that we here in Strawberry or the Rangers are on duty don't end up coming out looking for people who aren't missing.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that, Sawyer. Look at that.
Fancy.
Am I in the way? Do I need to go to the right more? The left more?
You're good.
Right, Jeremiah,
All right.
why don't you just come over to the side?
Alright.
Yes.
Be right back.
There's only one way that you're going to give me wearing a pink shirt.
Someone asked nicely.
That's his toenail. Whoever put
What?
that fucking toenail in the box, I'm gonna make you eat it.
Ew. Gross.
So nasty. I don't even want to touch it. That's gonna make the horse sick.
Sawyer, are you not going to be on duty tonight?
I don't know yet. I'm kind of debating how many people we got on duty right now.
Wade, we ran into several wolves and Sterling didn't buck me once.
That's surprising.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good horse.
Good. It's good to hear.
Yeah.
If you end up getting your own horse and you don't want Sterling anymore, I'll take him back.
Yeah. I figure,
That's
you
up
know,
to you though.
well,
That's
if I
just something
hopefully,
I'm just saying, if you're not going to use them, I'll take it back.
well, hopefully when I get my greens, I plan on getting a particular horse, and I'll let you know when I do. I got to save up.
What horse is it?
It's a Norfolk Roadster.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
you
a
get
a
a
good
you
horse.
get a stipend, right? Once you get your grain.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm still going to need to save a few more hundred to be able to comfortably. Well, it's like
it's the,
over $1,000.
No, it's probably like $950. No, Norfolk's $1,000.
It's a branch off of one of the breeds of the Norfolk.
Okay.
It's pretty expensive, but I should be able to save up for it. And then I want to be able to comfortably buy the horse and have some money left over. As soon as I can do that, I'll let you know.
I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm the same way.
Speaking of which, let me get your telegram real fast. That way, if you're not around, I can telegram you and let you know.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
All right, hold on.
All right, Tony.
All right, I'm ready. Oh, hold on, partner.
Sun
Yeah.
up 750. So SU 750.
All right, as soon as I get that other horse, I'll telegram you and let you know.
Alrighty.
Was you needing something, Jeremiah?
Yeah, I was just gonna give you some feedback about the patrol we was on.
All right. You want to step around back, or where do you want to?
It's up to your comfort level, really. At the end of the day, you know, it is just rangers here, like Pugs has said. So if you
Yeah,
find
there's
to
no
have it
other
here, I can
recruits
give it to you
around,
here.
so I mean, to be fair, we can just give you the feedback here if you want.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
All right. So as I was telling Pugsley, overall, you did really good. I'm very proud of what I was seeing. Some of the mistakes you was making early on, you did correct when we mentioned it. The biggest thing I had to say was I don't feel like you look behind yourself as much as you should when you're leading a group. Just be sure you want to make sure everybody's staying with you, stuff like that. Just in case, you know, I might not have seen it, and that's totally fair. But just make sure you're looking back every now and then, especially when you're leading. Make sure no one's falling behind, or if you don't hear somebody call back.
Sorry, I actually was making it a point to look back because I learned that lesson early on. They tested me and I failed horribly, but I was looking back. Maybe not as often as I should have, but I was looking back.
I believe you. Like I said, it might just be something I wasn't seeing, and I just want to make sure it's a point because it's very important. So I'll make sure it's a point that's brought up again for you.
Yeah,
like
I do make sure to do that.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, I just wanted to let you know, overall, I thought it was really good. Like I said, we had good plans for the Wolves. That was good. You handled yourself well. I liked that you called out to make sure I was okay when we lost sight of each other when those last Wolves came attacking.
Yeah.
We were doing everything fine. Just be aware as you learn some of the areas, because especially when you're leading, it's up to you to call those formations and stuff like that. So if you feel we need to be in a single file, or if you feel it's too narrow, I want to hear you calling those. And
absolutely.
And then when we stopped at Valentine, because I sent in the tip and stuff, whenever we have a place where we stop, when we go starting up again, you need to reestablish formation and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate the feedback. I think the patrol went really well overall. I learned quite a bit tonight.
I'm glad you learned. You know, that's the point of it. So, and you already know. I already told you. Speak up whenever you don't know nothing, and you know that's the best sign of showing that you're learning is when you let us know, like, hey, you know, you said that one part, like, hey, I ain't too confident about here. I don't know what's here. Can you tell me a couple things? That's all really good. That's all really good, and you should definitely keep going the way you're going. Like I said, overall, really good patrol. I'm very proud of the work you put in.
Thank you, and I would give feedback to them, tell them how good you did, but you've already got your greens, so.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
like
well, thanks
for the first time going out with a recruit, so it's all kind words.
I'm sure it won't.
I take it close to heart.
I'm sure it won't be the last.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
That's right. Just make sure you restock anything you need to, stuff like that.
Yeah, I gotta get some bullets. Thank you. I will. I'm probably gonna head off to bed soon.
All right. Yeah. Just let us know when you're heading off to bed. And you have a good night there.
Yeah, I'll stick around for a few more minutes, maybe smoke a cigarette, and call it an evening.
Well,
Sounds
Jeremiah.
good.
Well, Jeremiah, now that you've given the feedback, would you like to do your first bit of range of paperwork?
Yeah, paperwork. Yeah, I'm so excited. Let's do it.
Oh, let's take a step over to the porch.
Lewis also said he was gonna.
Sawyer, how you been lately?
I've been alright.
Well, that's good to hear.
I'm real mad right now.
What
Very
happened?
mad. Look at my hay cube box. Look at it. And you just tell me what you see that's lying on top of it. Degradation.
Oh my goodness! I wonder who did that.
Nasty. Nasty. Are you here for it?
I was not. Where did you get those hay cubes from?
I made them.
Oh, really? Well, if I might come calling on you in the future to get some.
Well, they're always gonna. I'm gonna try and keep a crate full of them right there.
Oh, for the horses.
Dump that. I might have to dump that fucking crate though. That's just nasty.
Yeah, I don't want to touch that nail any more than you do. But I got gloves on. I got gloves on if you want me to throw that nail away.
No, I'm gonna find out who did it. I'm gonna find who did it, and I'm gonna make them eat it.
Oh my goodness. Well, good luck with that. Other than that, are you having a pretty good day?
It just started, so I'll let you know.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the rain will clear up and we'll have ourselves a nice afternoon.
Let's hope. I'm gonna step around back though, because I need to stretch my back a little bit. And
All right.
I think.
Well, if I don't see you again before I go to bed, it was good seeing you today.
Good seeing you too for the briefest of moments. Next
Yeah,
time on Wednesday, wear pink.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure to. Well, you know what? I'm saving up my money, but as soon as I can afford that, I definitely will.
All right.
All right. See you, Sawyer.
If I don't see you.
I've seen it a couple times.
Hey, Pugsley, I just want to let you know that, I mean, I know he's already got his greens and everything, but him and Lewis are really good rangers. I just wanted you to know that.
Oh, well, I'll be sure to not write that in their recruit feedback.
Yeah, well, like, I'm not saying they're the next game wardens or anything like that,
No,
but they're definitely good so far as I can tell.
I know. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Tony. I really do. Did you have a good time on that patrol?
Oh yeah, I learned quite a bit, especially from Jeremiah here. He knows a lot of where the areas are, where the predators are, and so I learned a lot of new areas where the predators are.
Good. That's really good.
And
really,
Lewis
really good.
Lewis is real good too, especially at shooting.
Yeah.
I know they've already got their greens, but I just felt the need to say that.
No, I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying that, Tony. It's like I say, you've been out with me on training a lot, and these two are fairly new rangers. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity for them as much as it would be for you. So
yeah, and it's real good to hear. I appreciate the kind words there, Tony.
Absolutely. I'm gonna be over here smoking. I'm gonna head off to bed shortly, but I'll be around for a few more minutes.
All right.
All
Okay.
right.
You gonna be around again this week?
More than likely. If not tomorrow, then Friday.
All right. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yep. So everybody's wearing pink. Sawyer said to wear pink on Wednesdays.
Ooh, wait.
I gotta get me a pink shirt.
That way. That is the yeah. We wear pink on Wednesdays, Tony. On Wednesdays we wear pink.
I gotta save up. I'm saving up, but yeah, I make it a point to buy something pink.
Yeah, this is a tradition that is not going to die anytime soon. I'm very happy with this.
On Wednesdays we wear pink. All right.
On Wednesdays we wear pink. Yes, we do. Wade, that pink shirt is absolutely wonderful.
It looks real good on him.
I told you he looks good in a pink shirt. I told you look good in a pink shirt, Wade.
No, I
I'm
didn't because you
concerned,
paid
Wade
for it.
always wears pink.
Has Lucille seen it yet?
No, her face is buried in paperwork.
We need to have a day where we wear like red or something too, to offset the day where we wear pink. Or like,
What'd you say?
we need to have a day where we wear like a manly color. I'm not saying pink's a girly color, but we need it. Maybe on Fridays we wear red or something. I don't know.
Look at that.
Pug, can you help me with some paper stuff?
Ooh, of course. Of course. Oh! What do you want help with?
So, from the point for the patrol when Lewis stayed at the tower and we came back, there were some things I wanted to add if there's the patrol thing, but I need help like finding it and how to add it. So.
Okay, so the patrol is on the first page, so it's just under Ranger Master information, so it's Cumberland Night Patrol Follow-Up is what it's called.
I was going back out.
Just
Okay, I
underneath.
see it.
So you're going to open that up.
Unless you want me to lock you in there.
Check it out and edit. And then write whatever you want to write in...
Hey, if I don't see y'all later, it was good seeing y'all today. I'm about to head off to bed.
Alrighty.
Put your
Alrighty.
Good to see you too. Take care.
I didn't go anywhere with you today, but I'm sure you did good work. So
Yeah, it was a good patrol. Maybe next time I'm around, we can go out west or something.
is that a place you need to learn?
Yeah, I haven't been to the stations out west yet.
All right. When are you gonna be around?
No,
You gonna be around tomorrow?
I want to say it's like 50-50 for tomorrow, but it's more than likely Friday. But like, I might be around tomorrow. I don't want to say for sure and then not show up. You know what I mean?
The earliest that I can for sure be around is 5.
Yeah, if I'm around,
And I can guarantee that I'll be around.
that's right around the time I'd be here. So if I'm around tomorrow, I'm sure I'll see you.
Yeah, you've got to check out a document too.
All right, Lucille, it was good seeing you too.
Make sure that you
Just if I'm around and you are and I'm not doing anything, just remind me and I'll take you out west. It's where it's the region I'm assigned to right now.
Oh, so you'll know that region
we can
well.
work.
Oh, all right.
I know it all right.
All right.
Show
Well,
you.
sounds like a plan. I'll see if I can't be around tomorrow.
Alrighty.
All right. See y'all.
Take care.
All right, you two. I'm heading off to bed.
All right, you have a good night.
You have a good night, Tony. Okay.
Will do. And Jeremiah, it was mighty nice riding with you today.
Yeah, anytime I'm around, you want to go out, you just let me know.
All right. I'll see y'all later.
All right. Be safe.
All right, y'all too. Yeah, Tony couldn't help but crack a smile as he thought about how much he had learned that day and how well the patrol went. He certainly was learning how to become a ranger.